The girl ahead is the one my grandfather arranged for me to marry when we were kids. More than 20 years have passed, and I've never met her, nor do I know if she's married. Our marriage was arranged by our grandfathers when we were young. Now, over 20 years have gone by. Today, I'm pretending to be a food delivery driver to meet her and test her character. First, to see if she's a dutiful girl, and second, to see if she's sensible. If she passes my test, I'll give her all the cash, the car, and the house in my delivery box, and I'll marry her. Come with me and see. Hey, hello.
Oh, hello. I didn't order any food. You've got the wrong person.
You misunderstood. I'm not a delivery driver. Are you Lu Ting? Oh, you know me? Who are you? Let me introduce myself. I'm from Shandong, and my name is Zhao Diniu.
Diniu?
Yes.
Oh, I think my grandfather mentioned you. You're my childhood fiancé?
Yes, our marriage was arranged when we were kids. Look, they gave us each a jade pendant. See?
I've been wearing it all this time.
You've been wearing it?
Wow, look, we haven't seen each other in all these years. I just suddenly came to find you today. I really didn't expect to meet you. I thought since we lived so far apart, we'd never see each other in this life. I never thought you'd come to find me today.
This was the marriage our grandfathers arranged, right? Look, we haven't seen each other in so many years.
Well, don't just stand here. You're carrying things too. Come on, let's go to my house and sit for a bit. Ah.
That works too.
Let's sit and talk. Come on, hurry, hurry.
Oh my. Are you drawing water from the well?
Yes, Grandpa, Diniu is here. Oh, is your grandfather not home? Oh, he's busy cooking. His hearing isn't very good, so why don't you sit down first? He'll be out once he's finished.
That's fine. Let me sit, and we can get to know each other a bit.
Sure. Why did you suddenly come to find me?
It wasn't that sudden. I've been here for several days, actually. I found a job in the city delivering food, and I remembered this village. I just happened to see you today.
I never expected that you'd be wearing that jade pendant all these years. Yeah, I've always kept this in mind, and I've been saying that since I couldn't find anyone suitable, I'd come over to visit you. But I looked at the train tickets, and I'm not really sure how to book them, you know. And when I saw it would take a few days, I thought I'd wait until I wasn't so busy, but I never expected you to come here instead.
I traveled from Shandong, riding the train for 3 days and 3 nights on that old green-skinned locomotive.
You've gone through so much trouble.
Not at all, it's like this. How old are you this year, by the way?
Oh, I'm 26 this year.
26? I'm 28, 2 years older than you.
I don't have a job back home, really. I just cook, fetch water, and tidy up the house every day.
That's actually quite nice, isn't it? Jobs are so competitive these days. It's good for us to take it a bit easier.
Wait, so you're delivering food now?
Yeah, I'm just finding some work to save up enough money to get married someday. No, how could you do a job like this?
Wait, what's wrong? Are you looking down on my job? Oh, I don't mean that at all. I just mean this job is too tiring, and there's no need for you to do it. Plus, I heard your family just got a relocation settlement, so why work so hard?
Well, that's my family's situation, but we shouldn't have to rely on them, right? Besides, I'm a grown man. I want to earn more money so I can stand tall when I get married and support a family. You see, nowadays you can't do anything without money, don't you agree?
What you said makes sense.
I mainly think it's great that you rely on your own hands, and you're not stealing or doing anything wrong. You're very down to earth, and I really admire that you don't just rely on your family.
Yeah, this job is just a bit tough, braving the wind and rain every day, but it pays pretty well, over 10,000 yuan a month.
That much? You're amazing, Daniu. You have such a bright future. As long as you don't look down on my work. I definitely wouldn't. You're earning a living with your own 2 hands. What reason would I have to look down on you? I don't even make any money myself. I just do chores at home.
Doing chores? Doing chores is perfectly fine too. Look, your village is actually quite hard to find. I asked several houses, and they said you lived here. When I saw this, wait, this girl looks just like you. Yeah, it's a bit remote. So your grandfather is cooking, right?
Yeah.
Do you usually cook for yourself?
Of course I can cook. Actually, I cook for everyone in the family, from the old to the young. I definitely don't order takeout or anything. I don't even know how to order on my phone. I just feel like outside food isn't clean or hygienic, you know? I have vegetables grown at home that only cost a few bucks. I just cook those. Why would I waste money on that? It's too wasteful, I can't afford that. By the way, let me ask you, how much is the bride price to marry a wife in your village? The bride price here is actually 188,000.
188,000?
And then, well, you also need to provide 5 pieces of gold jewelry, roughly like that.
Oh my, so that's 188,000 for the bride price, and the gold would be over 100,000 more. Wow, if I were to marry someone from your village, wouldn't that cost several hundred thousand?
Yeah. Exactly. Honestly, I don't think it's very reasonable. I mean, living a life is one thing, but why do you need such a high bride price? I really don't understand it. I think there shouldn't be any bride price.
No bride price?
Right, I just feel like if it were me getting married, I wouldn't want one. I wouldn't want the gold jewelry either. I'd just want a simple gold ring as a keepsake, a sense of ritual just for the two of us.
Oh, well then, if I ever marry someone from your village later, that would be great. Wait, didn't you just say that you're married?
I. No, wait, it's not like that.
If you have something to say, just say it. It's okay.
No, it was my dad who forced me.
Forced you?
He saw their family and just wanted that sky-high bride price.
Oh, so he forced you.
Yeah, he forced me. And then I wasn't happy. If two people have no feelings for each other, how could it last? That's true. We even have a child.
You have a child too?
The kid is almost ready for elementary school.
Almost ready for elementary school?
See,
So, in my situation, I definitely can't look for anyone else. Anyway, I've just resigned myself to fate, that's all. You can't just accept your fate. Honestly, marriage is something you have to choose for yourself, don't you agree? Arranged marriages by parents might just be their own prejudices, so don't blame them too much. Besides, you're only 26, you're still young, right? So, who does the child live with? Does the kid live with you or someone else?
the child lives with me.
With you?
He actually had this habit of drinking. He loved to drink and gamble and such. I didn't want the child to be with him, and I can take better care of the kid when they're by my side. I usually grow some vegetables to sell to help save up for school fees.
That hasn't been easy for you. I can tell you're a very virtuous young woman. It's a pity we were betrothed as children, but I never imagined you'd end up married already. Honestly, seeing you today for the first time, I find I really like you. Do you think we could try getting to know each other? That wouldn't be appropriate, would it? How could I be a match for you? You have a career and you're doing so well.
There's no such thing as being a match or not. We were betrothed as children, surely that means we have a connection, right? Since we were promised to each other back then, even though you got married, you're divorced now, aren't you? It's just that our timing was off before. Meeting like this today, I feel like it's not too late. As long as you don't mind me, that's enough.
Well, I don't really know what to say. How do you feel about things like houses and cars? I don't have my own place. I live with my parents and grandparents. I'm afraid you'll look down on me. I have a child, and I definitely don't have a car. I just ride a tricycle every day. Oh, men should definitely have a house and a car. I haven't bought a house yet, but if we get married, we'll certainly buy one. As for a car, I deliver food on an e-bike, but it's not bad. If you think it's fine, then that's enough. When our situation gets better, we can always buy a 4-wheeled one. I think renting is actually fine. A rented place is still our own home. What matters most is living life with you. My priority is my partner. I don't really have any needs for a car. For taking the kids to school or going to the market, my tricycle is perfectly enough, and I don't go far anyway. My only request is that you accompany me to visit my grandparents and parents often. They are getting old, and I'm their only daughter and granddaughter. If I'm not there, what will they do? I think they're easy to satisfy, so we don't need to talk about houses, cars, or dowries. I just need us to come back and have meals with them during the holidays. Also, I'm truly scared because my last relationship left me with such deep trauma. You don't have any bad habits, right?
I don't have any bad habits. Didn't you just say you wanted to come back and see your parents more often? It's completely normal to want to be close to them. If we work hard in the future and strive together, we could buy a place in this city, so we'd be closer to your family. Also, you shouldn't think that just because you've been divorced, you don't need things like a car, a house, or a dowry. What should be given must still be given. Whatever requirements you have, feel free to bring them up. House, car, dowry, I'll just work hard for them. I really don't have any, Deniu. I think you're great, as long as it's you.
No drinking, no bad habits,
To be honest, my daily routine is just work, home, and back. I don't usually drink or anything like that. If we get married, I'll hand over all my wages to you. It's just that, sometimes when guys are under pressure, they like to have one of these.
You still smoke those?
Yeah,
That's bad for your health. You should quit sooner rather than later. Well, you know how it is for a man. Sometimes when the pressure is high, you just have one. It was mostly because I was on my own before, but now, if we're together, rest assured, I'll definitely quit.
Well, let me see if you mean it. In that case, I'll bring you something, that's all.